And this is your Action News.
First off, we're going to be talking about the Mexican-American War.
The Mexican War started on April 25th, 1846. It was over the fact for deciding on Texas's border. The U.S. claiming California from Mexico and the beliefs that the U.S. should move west. The U.S. offered $25 million for Texas, California, and New Mexico, but Mexico declined.
President James K. Polk then ordered General Zachary Taylor to station troops on the northern bank of Rio Grande. Mexico saw this as an act of war and moved an army into the southern bank.
6 weeks later, Kearny's army entered New Mexico, using persuasion instead of force. He convinced the Mexican troops that he meant to withdraw. This allowed him to take New Mexico without firing a shot. Not long before the war started, General Stephen Kearny, a U.S. officer, and his men left Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, with orders to occupy New Mexico, then continue west to California.
Then he took a small force of his soldiers and marched towards California. In California, Americans led by the explorer John C. Fremont rebelled against Mexican rule in the Bear Flag Revolt.
They arrested the Mexican commander of Northern California and raised a crude flag showing a grizzly bear stretched in blackberry juice. The rebels declared California independent of Mexico's U.S. troops reached California and joined forces with the rebels. Americans controlled all of California. The defeat of Mexico proved more difficult.
The Mexican army was much larger, but the U.S. troops were led by well-trained officers. On February 2, 1848, the war officially ended with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. In this treaty, Mexico recognized that Texas was part of the U.S. and Rio Grande was the border between nations.